Hi guys, and welcome to today's developer Q&A. So I'm joined with Mod Merchant, Mod That Jim, and Mod Deadly, it's your first time on the couch.
It is my first time, yeah.
So, what's it feel like? Stressful?
Yeah, it feels nice. Feels nice, comfortable. Nice amount of cushions.
Comfortable. That is not the word to describe this couch, but yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see in about an hour's time.
Oh, yeah, it's not comfortable.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So basically, could you just guys go through what you all do in Chronicle?
Sure, so my name is Mod Merchant. I'm the community manager for RuneScape Chronicle.
I'm Mod That Jim. I am a lead game designer on Chronicle.
I am Mod Deadly. I am senior QA on RS Chronicle.
Cool. So today we're going to go through some of the different changes that we made, we're going to make to the game.
Yep.
So we're going to look at each card one by one and have a look at the balancing and maybe explain why. Then we're going to have a look at upcoming changes and...
See somebody saying that I don't even need a mic.
You don't need a mic, no. So upcoming changes and the releases that we're going to be doing. Hopefully have a few stats as well, show off a few stats on that we've got from our analytics team, and just go to some general questions that you've been posting either on Reddit or the forums. Cool, so let's just get started into balance changes. So we've done not quite a few, but we've done a few.
Yeah, so
we want to do.
There'll be a few coming hopefully tomorrow. We were aiming to clarify with the update stuff today. We were supposed to be updating the game today. We ran into a couple of issues with some of our testing. We want to make sure before the game goes out that we've tested it thoroughly enough, and we didn't get enough time to do that today. So we're hopefully going to be pushing out tomorrow, and that will include some of the balance changes and also some really cool little features as well, including the new ranked brackets, which we're excited about as well.
Yeah, one of the upsides to that is that the balance changes we had to delay recently will actually be seen, they'll be going into the game. So one of the really nice things is, incidentally, we get to put more content into this patch. So that's always awesome.
Which we're not allowed to do really, but we did it anyway.
We're doing it anyway. Yeah.
So we're bringing those balance changes forward a little bit. So they've been on the forums for a couple of weeks now. We've made a couple of changes to the original set that we set out, that Mod Merchant put on there. But there's a couple that obviously have been plaguing some of the gameplay recently, and I think one of the ones to probably pick up on first is some of the strike gameplay that we've seen recently, and in particular our friend the Black Demon. So currently the Black Demon is a 9/5, and it deals 4 damage to your opponent, and then you do a strike to them.
So we actually have an image to show this if you want to show off the Black Demon. So this is like the Black Demon as it is now, as it will be as of tomorrow, I guess.
I love the strike out there. That's what we're going to be launching with the game. That's going to
we're actually just scribbling over the cards and putting that on the game.
That's how it's going to work from now on.
I spent the whole afternoon on Photoshop. Mad Photoshop skills.
I mean, you should check out in a year's time. The game's just going to be a mess.
You're not going to be able to read anything. You need a notebook to play.
That is actually intentional, though, so that people can see what the change is.
That's great, yeah.
So you know when you look at something, there's two things that look almost identical, and you're like, half an hour later, you can't see a difference. That's why I did it, because I wouldn't be able to see a difference.
What about the 5, though?
Yeah, they're awesome.
The 5 health. No strike through on there.
No strike through on there. I was asked to change that. There was a strike through in the beginning, and I kind of did a mad Photoshop hack to make that work.
So as you probably can all see, you can see the changes here. We've kept the damage there, so it's still a bit of a risk there to play against, but up the health by 1. So whilst it might not seem like quite a lot, it pushes it beyond an early card for people like Arian, who can pick up a Crawling Hand, push themselves to 5 damage pretty quickly, and then use that additional damage to deal straight away in an early strike.
Or even one of those easy weapons to get.
Exactly,
yeah. Yeah, because one of the things that people have been saying is, are you comfortable with how easy and sort of fluidly Raptor can gain base attack? And I think, the answer more or less to that is yes. Like, that's a hallmark of Raptor play.
Absolutely.
And so what we're actually going to be doing is sort of adjusting more how he uses that. Like, we're really happy with him gaining base attack and becoming this absolute beast mode tank. We just want to maybe rein in a little bit some of the damage he can deal out through doing that.
Absolutely, yeah. And the other point on there as well was the change to the way the damage is output. So currently it deals 4 damage to just your rival, and then you strike. But we felt, again, that felt a little bit too powerful. So what we've done is pulled that back a little bit so that the player also takes damage as well. So both you and your rival will take 4 damage from doing that. So it's kind of like a mini Tokash.
Yeah, absolutely, which is a card we'll revisit at some point.
Yeah, exactly. So that's quite a nice little thing to players build.
To me, that really stylizes the demons as well.
Exactly.
Like you can use their power, but you're going to pay for it, and that'll be illustrated even more in the change to the Revenant Demon that we'll be showing.
For sure. Yeah. So I think that's the nice one to kick off with.
Yeah, nice one to kick off.
We've seen that kind of be a problem and something we want to deal with. So
it's a devastating card, and it's getting
I can't see the chat here, so I don't know how people are feeling about it.
Someone saying Tokash nerfs, yes please.
Yeah, that's I echo that sentiment entirely.
Well, depends. If you're playing Tokash, don't nerf it.
I play Tokash. Like I will use it up until the point we nerf it.
Probably, yeah.
But no, it like they're going to remain relevant. Like Raptor Demon is still going to be a beast.
Yeah.
But we're gonna rein it in and let other play styles shine through. Definitely.
Cool. So whilst we're on that kind of strike, different thing, we should have a look at Revenant Demon as well.
Yeah.
So Revenant Demon is also going to have a change. He's also got a picture we can show. Some mad strike through skills again. So basically, it's going to same damage, same health.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to walk us through the changes.
Yeah. So this was an interesting one. We didn't want to change it too much, but what we wanted to do is give something to your rival as well. So as Mod Merchant just mentioned, this ability for the demons to do something to both you and your rival is something that's really interesting. So we've carried that theme on here. So instead of just you getting the temporary attack, both legends will get temporary attack as well. So it's something to consider if you're playing a Raptor or if you're playing a Linzer who's kind of strike heavy, is that you might be buffing their next attack against you as well when playing this. So it makes it interesting with this kind of strike interplay that we're seeing at the moment and how that might change. So and making it a battle as well, you're also kind of forcing their hand a little bit as well. So
it's actually almost a hidden buff as well, because you can drain Linz's durability on a weapon with a battle.
Absolutely.
You're still going to have to endure that attack +1 though.
You are, yeah, but I mean, I've seen some people going like, "Oh, Raptor Demon's not going to be a thing anymore," and it's like, it really is. Like, it's not going to stop being good. It's not going to stop being this super aggressive deck. It's just going to make you actually pay for that super aggressive nature. Yeah. So it's going to remain, like, I still wholly intend on playing it. It's a very, very strong playstyle.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the kind of strike changes that we've kind of made.
Yeah, I think one to, before we kind of go on to some of the other, I mean, a lot of these are changes to not nerf, but reduce some of the power in some of the cards. One of the things we did put originally onto the forums was that we'd be doing the same to stuff like the Skeletal Peon. We said we were going to increase the health, I think it was.
It was going to go to a 2-3.
A 2-3. So we're not going to do that. So we got feedback saying, it's fine as it is, and so we listened to that. So we won't be changing that. So the Skeletal Peon will be staying as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was worth mentioning. Okay, so let's move on to Ozan cards. So we've got Deadshot. Going to change.
Deadshot will be seeing some changes. Actually, it's not an outright nerf, and some players have already realised this. It's going to go down in damage a little bit, but what it's... Oh, we've got it on screen, awesome. Yeah. So it's going to go down in damage a little bit, but what's actually going to happen is that if you really commit to aggressively mulliganing for Deadshot, you're potentially going to be able to play it twice in the opening round.
Yeah.
Which is huge. However, the important part of this is needing to get the gold means that you're not going to be able to throw things like desert snakes in there. They're still going to work nicely with one Deadshot, but it's about committing. Like, if you want to commit to Deadshot, go for it, but you're not also going to be able to throw out just this ridiculous amount of damage. But Face Ozan is still going to be quite a powerful thing. It's just going to require a little more investment.
Being fair, it's only 3 less, which is still quite a lot. You can usually do that on the first time.
Yeah, well, if you directly compare it to, say, like a Death Lotus Assassin, it's 1 less damage for 2 less gold. Yeah. Which is really nice.
Well, it has got the condition of, you can't do it underneath 20 health.
Yeah, but you're never going to be playing it late anyway. No. So early on, it's really nice.
Yeah, and I agree. You can definitely try to get that kind of double Deadshot. Double,
honestly,
double gold isn't that hard for us.
Double Deadshot is probably still going to be your sort of optimal opening, realistically. Yeah. So.
Cool. And second card for Ozan, Bob the cat.
Yeah, so Bob the Cat's an interesting one. So he started. It's interesting to talk about actually the origin of Bob the Cat within the game. So when we put Bob the Cat together within RuneScape, he's kind of like a bit of a jokey figure, and he's always got this threat that he can kill the player if they wanted to. And when we originally put Bob the Cat into the game, he had this crazy power that you could play him and he would one-shot the other player. So I just want to throw that out there. That's what Bob the Cat used to be. And it had this crazy requirements. So you had to have like 5 attack and 10 health and some gold or something like that. And then when you played it and you had those stats, it would automatically win, basically. So it was this weird card that we had in the game.
I think that ranks among our strangest cards.
It was mental, yeah. So that's why it doesn't exist in the form it is. But the Bob the Cat that you see in the game at the moment is you take a Strike from the rival and you steal 4 gold from them. And fundamentally for Linzer decks, if you play this against a Linzer, it's just devastating because you can force them to use their weapon, and you're taking gold from them, preventing them from building up another weapon, and it just became far too easy to take down Linzers, and it was a kind of really negative feeling when you got it played against you.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying about Revenant Demon as well. It's like that battle can actually be a hidden buff. And when you can make your enemy strike you, especially against the Linzer, even against other things like other Ozans, with the 7-2 Saradomin, it's like that taking that damage actually can be massive utility in terms of removing the durability. So this is why the damage has changed on this card. You're not taking it from a strike anymore, you're just taking it direct from attack conversion, which means that you will take the damage, but you will not get to remove that durability. It's still, in my opinion, a very strong card that I'll be interested to see how it performs, because it's still just very, very good.
Yeah, it is, and we didn't want to take away some of the fun from it, but we just wanted to make sure that, like a bunch of these cards, is that it's fun to play, but it's not fun to be played against you. And that's important for the game. We want the combos to be really good. We don't necessarily just want one card to come out and be a really negative experience.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when you lose a game, we want you to be saying, well played, not, oh.
Exactly, yeah.
He played that card.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that covers Ozan. Only 2 cards for him that are changing. Okay, I think the last ones I've got here are Arian cards. So we've got, start off with Earthwave.
I don't believe these aren't going in this week's batch though, are they?
We'd like to, yeah.
Yeah, the plan is for them to go in.
Yeah, Pete's doing it at the moment.
Right, okay.
So I think it's
the beauty of QA.
All these are kind of like trials as well. So it's like we've balanced them out, but like if we notice that they don't work, something that we're willing to change as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
we're taking a very proactive approach to balancing. Like, we're not afraid of addressing a problem, and if a problem arises, we'll tackle it. So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Earth Blast. Can we show that up on screen, please?
Earthwave.
Earthwave. Sorry.
Earthblast is staying as it is.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry to the guy who just says when will you be deleting Earthblast? The answer is no.
No.
Yeah, I think Yogscast kind of got owned by Earthblast.
Yeah, early on, Earthblast is a very frustrating card, but then you come to deal with it, basically.
It's one of those ones that you can see her tactic ramping up. Like, you need cards in order for it to be good.
It's signposted to oblivion. Like, we've got all sorts of things that can deal with that.
Okay, so
Earthwave. So Earthwave was an interesting one because it was effectively a game ender. And you would play it when a lot of people were getting a lot of gold with Arian, being able to play Earth Blast and then immediately Earthwave. And if you're maxing out at 10 cards, I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of damage that you can deal within 2 cards. And the negative connotations of that, as again, we're talking about if you're playing against this card, it just felt too powerful. It felt unfair. So we wanted to keep some of the power in it. It is still a big risk to play. It is still a game ender, but we just want to pull that power back. So the doubling is gone. We're still going to obviously give you a big boost from keeping a big hand, but fixing it at a top end of 14 as a maximum. So it's still a really good card, but it's not the sort of thing where you're going to be playing Earth Blast, Earth Wave, and for a guaranteed win. And we don't really want to have those kind of cards.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people sort of knee-jerk reaction to this and go, "Oh, Arian's going to be awful," and it's like, I'm sorry, but 5 gold for 14 direct health damage, that's pretty good. Like, you couple that with wind surges, you couple it with wind surges and stuff like that, you're still going to be shredding people.
Yeah.
Like, it's still, in my opinion, one of Arian's best cards. It's
the
it's
fact
just
that
not
it's
a game
direct
breaker,
health against a raptor, like.
Yeah, it's huge. You just bypass that army, you just see like Fire Surge and a Earth Wave, and you're laughing. Like, so yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing more Fire Surges. I've not seen many yet in the
Yeah,
game.
Fire Surge is being quiet right now.
Yeah.
It's
When
because Demon Raptor's so prevalent.
Yeah, exactly.
Once some more, like, I think a lot of it is to do when people sort of start expanding their collections a bit more, start experimenting. When we see some true tank, because you could argue tank builds are the hardest to get right.
They are at the moment, I think. Yeah.
So I think when we start seeing some more tank builds come out, we're going to start seeing Fire Surges.
Yeah.
Fire
Surges
Green
and
Dragons.
racing cannons as well.
Yeah.
Cannons are fun.
Dondikan's cannons are, they're amazing fun. They're a very, very, very funny card, which I'm looking forward to seeing. So
It was Durando's favourite card at one point.
it was before
It
we
was his tactic, but then it got nerfed.
It used to be 1-for-1 damage, and that was quite silly.
Yeah.
But
Which is why he's his favourite.
yeah, pretty much. Anything that he can get cheap wins with. He's not here to defend himself, so we might as well tear him apart.
It might be in the chat, so you might get a few comments in the chat.
That's true.
Yeah, so we're also giving away keys on this stream.
Yes.
So it might be worth giving away a key now.
Let's do it.
I think the keyword should be Durando. So everybody, Durando with a capital D. If you can spam that in the chat, please, in about 5 seconds. So go, Durando in the chat, and we will be giving away a key.
As long as it's not hashtag Team Durando, because that is completely against my
If you
morals.
include an insult as well, you get 2 times the chance of the key.
So it's D-O.
Oh, we've got some typo issues.
Yeah, that
D-O,
Oh, wow.
D-A.
Dumb Rambo. That's like a key right there.
Yeah. Give that person a key.
Wow, that is brutal.
Okay.
Damn him and his obscure vowels to pronounce.
Someone spamming Silver AI.
Yes.
Oh, it's interjection.
interjection.
It's yeah.
So
I'll beat
Durando, we're
him
not
later,
getting
it's fine.
entries in, so we'll be getting a winner quite soon. Okay, so whilst we draw that winner, we've got one more card. So yeah, another Arian card. There was a question if any Linzer cards are getting nerfed, so no, not yet.
Linzer's still being quite heavily monitored, is what I'd say to that. Actually,
There's one.
Yeah, I think we're going to say the same one. Is it a certain devil that's quite? Is it quite dusty?
It's a dusty
Yeah.
little creature.
There's a certain dusty critter that will be receiving some swift justice from the nerf hammer. But
we won't be touching its friend though, who's doing the same thing. But
yes, yeah.
So I've got a question about the Dust Devil later, so we can touch.
Okay,
we'll talk about that
if you
later.
want.
We'll deal with that calamity later.
Okay, so the winner of that key is Coolthols. So well done for that. You just won a beta key.
Oh, just me. Just me.
Well done. So nice clap. You can do it
cheers.
again for next time if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to make you clap at everything now.
If we had a spotlight in this room, we'd put the spotlight on you right now. That'd be great.
we need a tight close up.
Primal Soul saying,
tier.
Primal Soul,
Deadly
if the
close-up.
Ogre Brute is balanced anyway. Yes, it is. 10 out of 10 for you, sir. Just
So,
because
yeah,
it's cruel doesn't mean it's unbalanced.
I've got a question about Ogre Brute and Dust Devil, so we can answer that later maybe.
We'll move on to that later.
So yeah, just go on to the Troll Shaman. So the last one that we're going to change. I'm really disappointed about this one, but yeah, it has to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. So it giving gold was just upon reflection is a bit mad because it just makes your next card free. This is one we're chatting about today actually, and we might make a couple of tweaks too. But basically, yeah, just making sure that it's not as easy as it is right now to make Earth Blast for free. You see that in almost every Arian combo.
Yeah.
Arian's gold income isn't an issue. You can get plenty of gold with Arian. So having this free card, having this free Earth Blast in there for relatively easy damage, you can take it down with a crawling hand with one hit and get 4 armor and get 2 gold is.
I think something that some people may not consider when they look at this nerf is that all of the cards aren't in yet.
Yes.
So we have to look towards the long term and think, we have our big secret list of cards that are coming into the game, and essentially we have to look at it and go, So, okay, it's not as optimal for Earth Blast combos anymore, but there's still going to be some stuff that this card is going to be pretty good for in the future.
Definitely.
Yeah, and also if you're playing against an Arian and you see that they are gathering cards, then they're going to require a lot of cards in order to pull that off, because you're going to have a crawling hand. And then followed by the actual Earthblast itself. So if you triborn that card,
yeah,
you are
it's
pretty
huge,
much
yeah.
over. Like,
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you can still do Barbarian Warrior Crawling Hand and one hit kill it, which some people, need to. It does need a bit of niche play now to see use. Like, it is quite a heavy nerf, if I'm honest. But you just have to think, cards coming in the future, it's still going to be pretty useful for.
Yeah, and it's important to remember there's certain cards out there at the moment, like the magical books, that will really still be useful with this card.
Okay.
So, although they're kind of in the upper echelons of the rarity, the magic books require a lot of gold, and being able to pick them up for free.
They're an equipment, not a spell.
Oh,
you can't use them.
Oh, of course, yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's too nerfed.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, there's some other cards out there that are coming that are pretty epic.
It's
which
troll.
we'll talk about a couple.
Don't
of them.
chuck out your Troll Shamans yet. Not that you can, because it's an unlocked card. So
And reason why the 2 gold's been removed as well?
it's just excessive.
Just
like
excessive?
essentially, when you get a next spell free, it's why should we also give you gold for that?
Yeah.
It's a huge cost saving effect anyway. To add gold to it just seems a bit
Fair enough.
superfluous, really.
Sure. So that's the ones that we're going to be changing this week. Hopefully.
Hopefully, all of them.
Hopefully all of them. If
Well,
not,
it'll be in
it'll
the patch notes.
Yeah.
That'll
so
be on the
patch notes will
forums.
be on the forums tomorrow sometime.
We hope tomorrow, Friday at the latest. We're gonna. I'll keep you guys informed. I'll be posting stuff up about that. So.
Okay, cool. So I've got a few questions about balancing, so general balancing for other cards. So the first one is about Dust Devil. So
Yep.
that's something that we
It's
kind of want to do, maybe.
it's far too easy to do.
Yeah.
And we know that we need to change that. So we're making it more powerful, more difficult to kill, and just reviewing it in general.
It needs to be a spend, in my opinion, but it's something that we'll discuss.
Yeah.
Properly.
But the ogre won't be changing.
No, Ogre's
Okay.
fine. I think
Ogre's
Ogre is fine. Like, at the end of the day, yes, it's a bit of a beast of a card to get against you, but it also requires investment. Like, I haven't seen anybody flat out kill them. It doesn't really fit into decks where you have to flat out kill it.
No.
So, yeah, it requires investment. I'm fine with Ogre
You
Brew
also
right
take
now.
5 damage as a default.
Yeah.
So,
6 damage, I believe.
Yeah.
okay, I've got 5 damage here, and the person who asked the question about it. So
Yeah, you take 6
you
damage.
do take 6 damage. Don't
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, it's only 2 attack, but you take 6
So
damage
Georgian,
guarantees.
sorry, it's 6 damage, not 5.
So there's a big cost associated with it, and you need to get up to 5 if you want to one hit it.
Yeah.
So you've got to have that as a focus. And I personally, I've been using it a little bit recently in one of my Raptor decks,
It's really
and
good, yeah.
it is really useful. But I mean, if you're playing Linza or Arian or anyone that's really kind of not enemy focused, it becomes less of a useful
Yeah.
thing. So reducing attack on the first page is the key thing.
Yeah.
And with the Dust Devil, that's so easy to do.
It's
Yeah.
4
And that's
damage
where-
to first slot it. It's just crazy.
So
yeah.
that's the big problem area.
First card
so.
played, it's really easy.
Yeah,
I've
it's
done it
crazy.
in my
Whereas
Ninja
Ogre
deck
Brute, if you
2
first
times.
chapter it, you're going to take quite a lot of
Yeah.
damage off of that.
If
Yeah.
you
So-
if you're 2 attacking it, it's like at least 10 damage. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of damage to take.
Sure. So SD101 is asking, what are your thoughts about the consistency of the Raptors' attack gain mechanic? Do you feel it gives one legend better access, consistency, versatility, and lower risk for using higher 6+ HP neutral enemies compared to others?
That's intended.
Yeah,
Is the answer to
that's
that.
the
His
kind of
play
point of that
style.
character.
I mean,
Okay.
it's worth bearing in mind that some cards that he uses to do it are a little strong. Like, to be fair, like to be totally blunt, it's the ones that we didn't necessarily see as much when we were playing it in the office. It's like Kaizaz, I can never say it, Kaizaz tournament.
Kizaj?
yeah.
Kizaj, yeah, let's go for that. Kizaj tournament is very strong, I would say, right now.
Mm-hmm.
However, Raptor's cool sort of mechanic of his gaining his attack and stuff, like, yeah, I really like it. Like, it suits him, it looks good. Nothing about it seems too ridiculous outside of a couple fairly strong cards. But yeah, that's going to be staying. Like, Raptor should be taking high-risk monsters easier than other legends at the end of the day.
And there's
Okay.
plenty of cards that can reduce attack as well. It's not
Absolutely,
just-
yeah, it's counted
Yeah.
in all sorts of ways. Yeah.
Okay. Xenon is asking, how do you feel about the power and usage of diamond cards right now? So,
In terms of how rare they are and not
No,
being
how-
used, and then also how powerful they
how
are.
powerful they are compared to the other ones?
Yeah, I mean they are attributed a lot more power within our kind of balancing system. That is by design, and they also you can only also play one of them, but there are a few cards. I mean, Morwenna's a really good example.
Yeah.
We looked at her
Yeah,
yesterday.
Morwenna's very powerful.
Who's extremely powerful for absolutely no drawbacks.
Yeah.
So we need to look at that in more detail. The original kind of design for the diamond cards is that they will be more powerful, but they'll be more powerful in a skillful way.
They're also less consistent, of course.
Exactly, yeah. So one of the things we need to make sure we're doing is with cards like Morwenna, for instance, who is just, why would you not have her in your deck? If you've got her, we need to change that. We need to make sure that those cards feel powerful, but skillfully powerful, not just a no-brainer that I'm just going to have a deck full of diamond cards. We need to make sure that they fit into a gameplay style that you can really wield with lots of power, but make sure they're not just a freebie that you put in.
I think it's worth noting as well that I think we felt happier putting in cards that perhaps are even a little too strong when it comes to diamond cards, because it's much easier for us to tone those down.
Exactly, yeah.
Than it is for us to put in sort of wishy-washy, meaningless diamond cards. We want all of our diamond cards to be relevant at the end of the day.
And
so
they
it's
all will be powerful still. So their relative power probably won't change. It will be the way that you draw that power out of them.
Yeah.
Because we need to make sure that the diamond cards are things that you aspire to have, that they're things that feel powerful. You can only have one in your deck, so they're more difficult to draw as well. So building a play around them becomes more difficult. So they need to be something that's slightly more powerful from the rest of the cards.
We want diamond cards to be a signature of your deck. Definitely. Like if you're running something like Zemra Regal or something like that, like we want it to feel like it is a cornerstone of your deck. We don't just want it to be like a powerful card. Like we want it to be complex, diverse, and that is going to result in some being weird to balance to begin with. But it's really early days, and I'm really happy with sort of some of the weird ways I've been seeing diamond cards be used. So. Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep it interesting, but we're gonna make it more playable. I think is the term.
Okay, cool.
Durando's still getting abuse in the chat.
Excellent.
We'd like to see.
Keep up the Durando abuse, please. So, a couple of questions from the chat before we move on to more balancing. So, what does upgrade mean on the card crafting interface?
So that's an incomplete feature. So at the moment, one of the things we want to add to the game is gold cards. Now there's lots of ways to deliver gold cards. You'll be able to get them through packs and things like that. But what we wanted to do is make them really accessible so that your crafting materials that you've been building up, maybe you love a particular card, you'll be able to craft the gold version of it. So you'll be able to use your materials to craft the gold cards. So they won't be an RNG drop forever. There will be something that you can aspire to get. So if you want a whole hand or deck of gold cards that you really love, you can do that. You can aspire to do that. So that's one of the features that we'll be looking to add in the future, but we just need to work out how we're going to be delivering gold cards as a concept within the game, and that's something we're still looking at. So hopefully that'll be sometime early 2016.
Okay. And gold cards will have nothing
early
better.
2016.
Hashtag early 2016.
Okay.
And that is gold cards, So upgrade means gold cards.
Okay, but they won't have anything more than the
no.
There won't be any gameplay significance to them, no.
That's
so
fine.
they won't be better than the normal cards. They'll just be a kind of signature for you within your game.
Sure. So we've got ABC123 is asking, do you have any plans on adding insta-concede button? It's quite annoying having to wait a whole turn to play out when you know you've lost already.
So you do. So currently, if you concede, if you're going to guarantee lose on that turn, you do have to watch the watch phase out. If you concede and you're not going to die, it will insta concede.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think
thing
the
we
point
added.
is forcing people to watch it though.
Yeah, it's something we've been actually talking about. It's something we've been looking at. So we've got plans for that. I don't want to kind of reveal what they are at the moment, but we will be making that better for you on both sides. Yeah. So if you're going to win or if you are going to lose and you want to concede.
I mean, it's really important to stress that, like, we really do listen to all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we are talking about that in the office, and
we talk about like pretty much everything you guys bring up at some point. Like, if you tweet us it, post it, or whatever, it will get spoken about. Like, annoyances most of all, because at the end of the day, we don't really want to be annoying.
No.
So we really actively talk about that stuff, and we will address it in due time.
Okay, and last question from the chat before we move on to more balancing questions. Will leaderboards be released in the closed beta? I want to see where I rank among other players, asks Shadow Ferrex.
There's something we're dying to do. Yes, so we've got a really rough way of doing it, and we've
been doing it internally in the office, but
so we might be able to do something really kind of rough in the next couple of weeks, hopefully before Christmas. but it won't be anything kind of really official. It'd be more like kind of one merchant putting something on the forums.
Yeah.
So you'll have to kind of keep an eye on the forums, keep an eye on us on Twitter, and we'll be sharing some of that stuff out. There won't be a kind of web page or anything for it right now, but it's something we really want to get out there. So when we start to implement the seasons properly, so the stuff that we've been talking about on the forums, those ranked seasons will have that feature applied to them, hopefully after Christmas when the first season ends. So that's the kind of target for them in an official capacity, but unofficially we'll try and get some stuff out there because we've got access to the databases and we can hopefully push some of that stuff out there onto the forums at least.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll before we have that sort of official channel for doing that, I will, as soon as I can, regularly be providing you guys with that. Like, I know how competitive some of you have got with it, myself included. And yeah, like even I really want to see that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna see it. I'll be posting that regularly.
We've even seen like proper tournaments being organised.
Yeah, that
over
community
the
cup is like amazing. I saw that was just so cool. Like,
Yeah.
So awesome.
absolute kudos to everybody involved in that.
Yeah, well done, guys. A couple more questions about balancing before we move on to other things. So Keyshag is asking, will I get a refund on the Chaos Elemental since the text turned out to be wrong?
So we don't have refunding at the moment.
Okay.
It's something we've been talking about and we need to add as a feature. We know that. So it's something we'll hopefully be able to do.
In the case of Chaos Elemental being crafted, it's because he crafted it specifically?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
something that potentially we could look at.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine the pool of people who did that before we, like, don't go and, well, there'd be no point, you'd get no profit from it, but don't go and craft it now. But I imagine the pool of people who crafted it will be very small.
Yeah,
And so
it might be something we can look into.
It's something that
in the back end.
I'll speak to Mod Vanguard about it and I'll let you have an answer pretty soon. So I'm not, that's not a promise by any means, but I will look into it for you.
And someone's asking, so did we see the Australian language option? Yes, we did.
That was brilliant,
That's
yeah.
brilliant,
It was
yeah.
really good.
But that is how Australians speak, isn't it? That's
I didn't
how
see
they,
anything
That's how they see the
wrong.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's just upside down.
Yeah,
right?
they see the world like that. So that's
Yeah.
fine. No
Well, their
problems
monitors
with
are
it.
upside down, so we have
Yeah.
to put the text upside down. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, they're set on the ceiling as well. So.
yeah exactly, yeah. I mean,
Anyway, should we do another quick giveaway? We're 30 minutes in,
Why
so we've
not?
only done one key.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are we going to spam in the chat?
that's a very good question.
I want to do Dust Devil.
I was thinking Dust Devil as well, just to make
Okay.
everybody. I want to make them feel that
So-
pain when they type it.
It's going to be Dust Space Devil with a capital D for Dust and a capital D for Devil.
So
And,
specific.
Rifflekins
It has to-
1992. Yes, you can stream it. It's thoroughly encouraged. Tweet us at it because we always love to see that stuff.
So it has to be specific because we've got a little program that picks up someone from the people who've said it. Okay, cool. Whilst that's going on, we'll do one last question from Georgian about the KGP agent. And are we going to consider nerfing it at some point? Because currently it's basically very easy to hit for one discard and one tag. It's
Yeah.
quite a powerful card.
Yeah,
it
just-
is. Sorry.
No, you go for it.
No,
I mean,
you go.
discards are, your cards are obviously the most valuable thing you've got.
Yes.
So discard is a big thing. I can see what you're saying because you can just one hit it. But I don't know. It's one of the things we always go through our analytics team and make sure that these cards aren't going through an actual thing of just winning every time, winning every game they're used.
Yeah.
So it's something we'll definitely review, and if that is the case, I'm sure Jim would agree that we'll definitely change it.
Yeah, I mean, to
It's
us right
affecting
now, it's not a problem. It's something where, if you're playing one or two of those, you're going to be discarding two cards. And as Ant says, your cards, your strategy, a lot of people build out their strategy in their opening hand. And if you play that and you lose one of those key cards, especially if you're an Arian, you lose your Earth Blast or your Linzer and you lose one of your buffs to your weapons, it's a massive loss. So we feel that loss is right at the moment. If, as Ant says, that it becomes a problem and lots and lots of games are winning because of those cards, then we'll look into it more. But don't feel like it's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, something to remember is there are going to be good staple cards. Like, there will be cards that appear in like 60, 70% of decks. That's just a fact of a card game. Like, you can look across all card games and you'll find that.
Yep.
That's unavoidable. Like, at the end of the day, there are going to be optimal cards. KGP, arguably, is one of those optimal cards. And how it sits with its impact in the game, I'm actually pretty comfortable with. Like, the discards can absolutely wreck you.
They can destroy you, yeah.
Yeah, well, they can destroy you. Like, how KGP sits right now, I'm pretty happy with. Well,
Yeah.
again, like we always monitor this stuff, so if a problem arises, it will get addressed. But yeah, it's a good card. Undeniably, nobody would say anything against that. But yeah, in my opinion, it's okay right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so the winner's been chosen. Sorry, Cuppins, you've just won beta key. Well done to you.
Oh, everyone
Wow.
joins in now.
Yeah.
Everyone joins in.
Everybody's going in. You just launched a trend. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
A 3-man trend.
3-man trend.
Hashtag ant clap.
That's got to be the next giveaway. Let's give one away now. Come on,
Okay,
hashtag and clap.
Hashtag ant clap. That is the next giveaway. Okay,
Who's
guys.
Ant? That's
Oh,
me.
well, more quickly. That's what we are now.
Okay. Ant clap. ANTCLAP.
CFF, nerf all cards except for cabbages.
What about Mel's Are the Mad?
I was going to say.
That brings up a heavy debate there.
Is that something to get
No,
into?
don't
Is
change
he-
Mel's Are the Mad.
No,
Mel's Are the
we're
Mad
not
is my
changing Mel's Are the
favourite.
Mad.
Love
Yeah,
Malzahar.
he's one of my favorite. I think he's one of everybody's favorite
Love
cards.
Cab.
He's fantastic.
Love cabbages.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. No,
All right.
with the ant clap and the cabbages, it's that banter. Anyway. But ant. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's rubbish. Okay.
Mod Max isn't even here.
Yeah, I know. Imagine if he
He
was.
would
That would
enjoy
have been
that.
terrible.
If you do
Collective
enjoy horrible puns, please follow Mod Max
Oh, yeah.
on Twitter.
At JagX
At
Max.
JagX
At
Max,
JagX Max.
if you loathe yourself and want to feel inner turmoil every day, go and follow Mod Max. He posts the worst puns in the company. So there you go.
Arguably.
Oh no, the worst. They're the worst.
They're definitely the worst.
They are the
Okay.
worst.
So, upcoming releases. So we finished the balancing sort of questions. Now,
Yep.
want to move on to what we're going to be doing in the next few weeks.
Yeah, sure.
So one thing that I've been told a few times during a couple of weeks is we're going to be doing some changes to end of game rewards.
yes.
So what's that all about?
So I guess they're the highlight ones, really.
I think so, yeah.
So we actually had a discussion today about rewards in the game and making especially the starting experience more rewarding, but also for those of you that want to play beyond the kind of almost 13 games you can play, which give you gold and silver chests. We want to make sure that that's a rewarding experience, especially for like the streamers who are playing lots and lots of games. And to do that, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a percentage chance to get an additional gold chest drop after your initial 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to keep your initial 3. You'll always get those 3 gold chests for winning. But then after that fact, you've still got a chance of winning a gold chest. So
Okay.
so that as long as you keep
Interesting,
playing,
yeah.
you've got a chance of winning one of those.
Yeah.
And, the
And it's
content-
a pretty decent chance as well. Like
It is, yeah.
realistically, you play 3 or 4 games, you're probably going to get a gold chest out of it. Like
Yeah.
obviously, we can't give you them for every win. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But like, if you want to play all day, you're going to be heavily rewarded for that. Like, remember, these aren't different gold chests. You can get packs out of these. You can get crafting currency. Obviously, you always get some currency. They're going to be really nice. Like, yeah, if you want to play all day, I'm really looking forward to this change because I pretty much professionally play all day. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this change. You're going to get so much more stuff. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's
And
going to be really good.
that continues indefinitely until your next 3 new gold chests come. So if you play for 24 hours, you can have a chance of continually getting gold chests
Okay.
at a small percentage.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, really, the change is now you just get guaranteed gold chests for a period, and then you can always get them for the rest of the
Exactly,
day.
yeah.
So
Can you also get silver chests once you've depleted?
Yeah,
your
so
talent?
as I
it'll
say,
be the
like
same mechanic,
yeah.
the way it currently works is you get 3 gold chests, and then
10.
you get 10 silver chests, and then you go into bronze for winning. And we feel like that's still really fair, but we want to make sure that if you really want to continue playing for hours, that you're getting rewarded for that, because a lot of people are really enjoying the game. We want to reward those people, so you will still get a chance to get a gold chest after your gold, through your silver, and into the bronze. You'll
Okay.
still get them, so until it resets.
So Nycrate just actually asked a good thing in the chat. He said, can you get cards out of gold chests?
Yes,
Mm.
yes, you can. So you
Okay.
can get direct card drops in gold chests as well. So you can get cards.
You could even
Craft-
get a pack.
You can get
You can
packs,
get a
yeah.
full pack. I've had one of those.
When you get a
It's
pack.
awesome.
I had a pack out of a silver chest.
Boom.
I haven't shut up about it since it happened, so I'm going to tell everyone again.
I've had
but-
many packs, but they've always been in a development build, so it's never.
Oh,
Test
that's tough.
environments,
That's
yeah.
tough.
yeah.
So yeah, gold chests are fantastic. So we want to share the wealth.
And the contents of these chests is not going to be changed though.
No.
Okay,
No,
so it's
they're
They'll
gold
stay
more
just as
chance
they
of
are.
more gold
More
chests.
chance of more gold chests throughout the day.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. Next question was: is there anything planned for Christmas? Have we got anything planned to be released over Christmas? Or?
So it's something we've been talking about over the last couple of days, and I don't want to confirm anything today because we've got a lot to do over the next few days.
Okay.
So the Chronicle team, for the most part, we've been working really hard this year. So a lot of us aren't in around Christmas. So our last update before Christmas will be next week. So that'll be the last game update. But what we want to do is try and have something live for you over the Christmas period that changes the game in some way to keep the game feeling fresh over the Christmas period. So there will be something. In addition to obviously the update that we're doing hopefully tomorrow and the one next week, there will hopefully be something there for Christmas as well that's Christmas themed and is another reason to come and play Chronicle over the Christmas period.
Okay.
But I can't say what that is yet. Stay tuned to the forums and maybe next week's stream as well. And we'll have
Also
some
worth saying
detail.
that myself and John, with a very brief period really, will be streaming as normal, like except for a very small period.
Yeah.
So yeah, there will be streams over
There
Christmas,
will
there'll
be
be stuff
streams,
happening.
There will be Chronicle streams over the Christmas period, just depending on like when we can.
Yeah,
when
it's
we
going to
can
be a
actually
bit
get
ad
an
hoc,
internet
but
connection.
we're still going
If
to
I
be
get a
around,
webcam for Christmas, I'll do some streaming
There
as
we
well.
go.
Cool.
Well, and also because we'll all be on holiday, we can actually play Chronicle from home. So
We can. There you go.
Be
There's
more
gonna be a lot
mods
more
online.
mods to beat on Chronicle.
Yeah.
So just go on the forums and boast about the mods you've beaten.
Oh,
That'd be brilliant.
Durando's appeared in the chat. There he is.
You need to scroll up the chat, Duranda, if you've just joined.
So just worth noting, the what was it? Ant
Clap.
Ant Clap winner is Scarbuckle.
Scarbuckle.
So well done.
Well done.
You get a personal Ant Clap for that. Ant Clap's going to become a thing now. And
Well,
we
I guess
just,
that's a good thing,
It's
actually.
like a little tiny clap.
Ant clap. Yeah, okay, that's better.
if you've
than
got
none.
like 1,000 ants though clapping at the same time, it could be same as one person clapping.
Could be a mess.
I reckon that could
That's
cause an
what
athlete.
sounds like.
1,000 ants clapping. I like.
Well, you can organise that.
I wanna
John,
see that.
And then you
I'm
can
going
get
to try
back
and
to
organise it
us.
for next week. Have
That sounds like
1,000
some good
ants
song
clapping.
lyrics.
Yeah.
1,000 ants clapping.
Please sing on the stream.
Would they clap with 6 legs, 6 hands?
They'd have to
They
be on their
could-
back to do that,
They
wouldn't
could,
they?
yeah, they have to be on the back.
Yeah.
They couldn't. They have to stand up with 2 legs.
Chronicle.
Well, I'm
RuneScape
thinking more
match.
like jump clap, jump clap,
Jump clapping.
Ant clapping.
Yeah. Anyway,
Something to think about.
so your Twitter handle is @JXDeadly.
At JagXDeadly,
Okay,
yeah.
so can you just tweet #AntClap to JagXDeadly, please? Just spam that. Anyway, one question about upcoming releases. Fallen Snake. With rewards being reworked, is there a concern that some gems might become a bit too common and cards will possibly be too easy to make?
Yep. That's always a worry. It's a worry for us, and it's something we look at for the balancing system. So we're keeping track of all the different currencies within the game, so all the crafting materials, all the gold that we release within different chests. So it's something we'll be keeping a track of, and we'll be doing balancing based on that. So yeah, it's something we want to make sure we're keeping tabs on. And if you guys feel that that's the case, that's something we need to change. But we've got all that information. We'll be looking at that over the next couple of weeks. It's important to note that we really kind of need a lot more people to be interacting with the game over a longer time to make sure we can make confident decisions in those things, because they affect the overall game economy, and the way that the amount of cards you're crafting could be over a longer period of time. So we need to make sure we're making those decisions based on the right amount of data. So our analyst will be sat here saying exactly the same thing. Mod
Cameo.
Cameo, yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's in my stream quite a lot. He's a
Yeah.
fantastic guy.
So he would be saying the same thing. So we need to make sure we've got enough data. But we're looking at actually that exact thing tomorrow, talking about how much crafting materials are floating around the game, how much of the tokens are floating around the game, and make sure that they're at the right levels. So that will
Okay.
be something we'll be looking at very closely.
Okay. And another one, sorry for about releases. So kind of related to rewards again. Are we ever going to release a list of things you can get from each chest?
We should do, yeah. I think we should put stuff on the wiki, I guess.
Yeah, I think that means clarification for what does and does not drop from the different rarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I'll look at getting that posted up pretty soon. Keep an eye on the forum. I'll probably just stick it in patch
It
notes or
won't.
something.
It won't be the chances of certain things, but
No,
the
I just
actual
want you
list
to
of the
get, yeah.
content.
I'm not going to post chances, but I will clarify what you can get
Yeah.
from each chest.
Definitely.
So this
Yeah.
person just said that you got 11 diamonds in a bronze chest, so
Nice.
Like,
Well
It's a bit
played, sir.
confusing.
Is the answer to that.
That's very fortunate.
That's crazy.
That is I'm not going to say them, but the odds on that happening are pretty astronomical. So
Yep.
well done. Yeah.
okay. So well done, sleeping dude. If he was
Well
sleeping
done,
at the time.
Sleeping Dude.
Yeah, Sleeping Dude, that's his name.
Sleeping Dude.
Okay,
Nice.
another key giveaway before I give out some stats. What should the keyword be?
Give us a keyword.
I've already done and clap like a
Give us another one.
sleeping dude. I don't know.
There you go.
Sleeping Dude.
Sleeping Dude. Okay, so if we can have Sleeping Dude in the chat, please. Multiplayer is going to write it. So sleeping with a capital S and capital D, and a space between the two words. Thank you.
Congratulations on Durando being rank 3. It's quite
No, he's
something.
rank 1 and press. Oh no, he is now rank 3. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
And we also have an ant cam.
and,
Oh,
yeah.
and cam.
Ant cam. There you
Cam
go.
clap.
So
Hello.
you're on that camera over there if you want to say hello.
Nobody's
directly
even
to the
won
camera.
yet.
Hello.
Anyway,
Someone can do.
That needed a really slow zoom into your face.
That
It
was
did,
great.
yeah.
Hello. I'm not gonna. Do I have to move into it?
anyway, some stats whilst we
this is
ant
getting
cam.
awkward now.
So, I just wanted to share a couple of stats that we that
I'm
we
sure there's some
Oh,
other
wow.
cameras.
Yeah, this is getting uncomfortable.
I can't wait to go back upstairs to the team and see how this went down.
Yeah, this-
Amazing.
We've covered a broad range of
Oh, it's gone
topics.
good.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just going to
That's how we
send
stay.
So anyway, some stats. A couple of weeks ago, we shared a few stats.
We did.
Notably, we shared most played card, most owned diamond card, and these have changed. So I just wanted to share them now.
Mhm.
Most so most played card. What do you reckon? It's not and.
Most played cards.
Most played card.
I know this.
You know. What do you reckon?
Oh, it was something unexpected, wasn't it?
It was Skeleton Warrior last
Oh,
time.
War.
what is it changed now?
It
It
has
has.
changed.
It's got. I keep saying Ali Morrisane, but it's probably not, is it?
No, think of the other obvious one.
The
Well, Penguin.
Penguin.
Yeah.
KGP.
KGP
KGP,
Penguin
yeah.
is number one card.
Yeah.
Played 203,706 times.
Wow. That's a lot of penguins.
200 and how?
203,706 times it's been played.
I don't think I have any penguins.
I didn't
in
even
my
know that. That's brilliant.
So there you
Awesome.
go.
Nerf it.
That's a lot of attack power.
Yeah.
It's like back always. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Wrecked.
the winner of the Sleeping Dude has been announced. It's R. Filkins,
Oh, Filkins,
1992.
1992.
You get an ant clap as well. Well done.
Vintage
Well
year.
done. You typed something in a chat box and won.
He won. That's what
Makes
matters.
us salty.
It doesn't matter what you do, as
Can
long
we
as
get
you
a
win.
merchant salt, please, in the chat? Okay, so the most owned diamond card is Balance Elemental.
I love that. I love that card.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played against anybody who's used Bounce Elemental on it yet.
Yeah, I haven't played it since.
So-
And what do you reckon the most crafted diamond card is?
Kaya Jazz tournament, I'd say.
Moreno. I was going to say Moreno.
Kaijai's
There
tournament.
you go.
Well done.
Oh, yeah, you're friends with the balancer. Not the balancer, the...
Oh, Caviar. I didn't know that. I legitimately
Stats.
didn't know that.
Two
I just know
more.
the fact that somebody in the chat said
You're
they
not,
crafted
not
it.
the rule, not.
You're friends with the
You're
stats.
you're friends with the stats.
You're friends with the rest of the team.
How dare you?
So we've got two more stats for you. Total diamond cards in game. At a guess.
Oh, no
Gang.
idea.
I would say 500. They're pretty rare.
350.
I'm going to go 800. I'm just going to
800.
go...
480.
Oh,
Whoa.
there you got that.
Closest.
There we go.
And this one I asked for earlier, I thought was quite interesting. So the person who owns the most diamond cards, how many has he got?
I know this one.
3.
5.
4.
Oh,
Anyway.
Damn it. We're going to have
So-
to split the Mars bar.
Yes, bit of Mars bar, yeah. We should have that. We should have the Mars bar next time. Prize Mars
We're not
bar.
meant to talk about what we get paid on stream.
We
got
we get
Snickers
paid,
yesterday.
yeah, Snickers. Snickers for the interview, Mars bar for live stream.
Yep.
Anyway, on to some general questions. I've got some from the chat. So Durando's asking for your ranks because apparently you were
Oh, no.
I'm
Guessing
rank
on his
1.
rank.
I just got rank 1
well done.
this week.
Durando
played it
knows,
for
Durando knows why he's asking this, doesn't he?
He does. So should we go through ranks? And
I'll go
Rank
last.
I'm rank 1 and some prestige number. I think I'm about 20 at the moment.
So last night, I went. So
Rank.
I've been testing decks and testing out different things, and also I've been trying to be kind to new players coming into the game to give them wins.
And you're very kind.
And
apparently.
I'm very very good at it. So I'm currently lying at rank 39. After last night, I was like, I'm not going to go on the stream tomorrow, so I'm going to get my rank back up because it was like 29, 30 yesterday.
Okay.
I lost 12 games on the bounce last night before I went to bed.
Such a nice guy. Such a nice
So
guy.
nice.
Games.
All those people at rank 50.
12
Yeah.
acts of kindness.
Yeah.
Even the rank ones you were letting win as well.
Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Nice.
So yeah, that was that's embarrassing.
And I'm 16, so I'm not too bad.
That's pretty
Quite
good.
proud of that.
That's all right. 16 is
It's all
pretty
right. It's
decent.
not bad.
It's all right. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Oh, I'll take it.
Slightly below average.
How much have you got then if I've got 4 out of 10?
Jim's not on the scale.
I got about 0.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a frowny face out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
C-
now
C
we're going to
teacher.
share ranks against Silver AI.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's going to be our next giveaway, by the way. Silver AI in the chat, please.
We made it through like, I don't know, probably about 45 minutes without that joke coming up.
50 minutes. 50 minutes without
50
Silver
minutes
AI.
before that joke came up. So that's pretty good. I saw it in the chat in about 30 seconds, but you know.
We need to make that an achievement, don't we? There needs to be some sort of achievement for Silver AI.
But beat Silver AI.
Beat Silver
Yeah, it's
AI.
like a
It's better than Merchant.
Yeah, well,
merchant
Merchant
achievement.
killer.
Card backs.
There might be next week.
Ooh, teasers.
What's all
Teasers.
this?
Oh, well, that's
sorry,
it.
okay.
That's the teaser.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it's not.
That's the definition of a teaser.
What is it though?
Tell me all the
You
details.
showed me the trailer, now show me the film.
Okay, so we've got quite a few general questions. Let's see how many we can get done in 10 minutes, okay? So, one from the chat. Matthew's asking, are we going to add new game modes or types, for example, tournaments, team versus team, etc.?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Any idea on what we're going to add quickly? Ish?
Yes.
Campaign is currently planned as the first thing
Okay.
that we're going to be doing, but we're still discussing that, and we'll release everything to the players before it comes out, explaining what everything is.
Okay.
But that is currently in the plan to be the next thing. But it is an interesting twist on the campaign. So, but we'll talk about that probably in a few streams
Yeah,
time.
sure. Voltron is asking, are there going to be any new locations? Because they're currently going to visit 6 places.
Yes.
There is.
Yep.
The wilderness.
Well,
Well, I just want to say the wilderness.
wilderness. So Mauritania is going to be the next one. So what we want to do with the environments is have them as part of a theme with the new legends when they come out as well.
Okay.
So darkness is the next theme. So Mauritania is going to be part of that package.
I guess
They will all
wilderness,
be free. So once we release the level, you'll get to visit that level, and that will obviously be part of the page cards as well, which we talked about
Okay, yeah.
last time. But we'll talk about that again in the future.
So Morvran is asking, when is Morvran released?
Hashtag early 2016.
Yep.
Okay. Xenon Ray, how do you feel about grief decks? Do you think they're good for the game or downright cheap?
Yeah, of course they are.
They are so fun.
Like, yeah, grief decks are good. Like anything. If it's designed well, it's good. Like, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, like mass rush goblins from Magic the Gathering or something. They're designed well, so they're good. Like, yes, they may be infuriating to play against, but at the end of the day, yeah, they're good. So, sorry, grief decks are staying around, but not sorry.
Okay.
So.
So we have a winner for our,
Oh,
giveaway.
dear.
I can't say her name out
And this
on
is why I've
stream,
been laughing. I
unfortunately.
saw this come up, and I've just been looking forward to this.
But well done. You deserve an ant clap anyway.
I just thought you were frustrated.
How do you read that, John?
I'm going to read it backwards. It's
Yeah, we can do it
Yeah,
backwards.
read it backwards. There you go, read it backwards.
So that's backwards. Anyway, well done to you. We can do another giveaway now. It's going to be Morvran. So Morvran in the chat, please. Modica is going to tell you.
I
How
love
to
the Mor.
spell it?
The Morvran love's awesome. I love that. He is really cool.
Morvran is
Yeah,
so
I'm
cool.
looking forward to
It's just the
trying out
dual
Morvran.
crossbows. Like,
Dual crossbows.
there's a character with dual crossbows in the game. He's the coolest character.
It's epic.
The amount of times you zoomed into his missing eye during all the
Yeah,
concepts.
so
meetings.
when we used to do our kind of sprint reviews where we'd all review each other's work at the end of the 2-week period, our concept artist and also our character artist would show off the different work to do with Morvran, and I would slowly zoom into his missing eye for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah. So you got a nice
it was-
pixely scar on the screen.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Sounds
Lovely.
brilliant.
He's
Okay.
awesome. He's really cool.
He is really cool. Like
Very
that
cool
sounds like
cards.
it's detracting from Venescula. It's not at all. I've spoken
They're
at
both
length.
awesome.
Yeah, I've spoken at length on my stream about how much I'm excited for those two because they are going to be.
Then the other
so
two
cool.
are just chaos personified, but we won't talk
We'll
about
talk
them.
about those. Okay, V. When the rank system is fully developed and the game is out, how many ranks / MMR resets will they be getting per year, if any?
So do you mean going back to 0,
Yeah.
basically? So the way the ranking system is going to work is that we'll be running the game in stages and seasons. So during a stage, which will hopefully be launching tomorrow, will be the first stage, is you will play for a certain amount of time, and then there'll be a promotion period. So if you hit the promotion period and you're a certain percentage height at the top of the ranks, so if you're rank 1 to rank 20 or something like that, you'll then get promoted into the next bracket, which will be silver, gold, and there's another couple of brackets that we'll be releasing in the future. And they'll run, in the moment we've got them set up and run every 2 weeks, so every 2 weeks you'll get a bracket change, so you'll get promoted, and that runs for multiple stages until the end of the season. And at the end of the season, we'll tot up where you are, and you'll get a reward based on which bracket you are in and how high you got up the different ranks. And then that will be reset, and everyone will go back down to the bottom and start again. So that's the way that's going to function. At the moment, as I say, it's every 2 weeks is a stage, and you'll keep going up. You can't get demoted between stages. And then at the end of...
Well, you come from silver.
You come from silver,
yeah.
yes.
From bronze, you can't. There's no tin league. You can't
No,
get
there's no
promoted
tin
from
league.
bronze.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. We might have to make it for you.
Yeah, that might be
Graveyard
for the cheaters.
Yeah. Cheaters. Yeah.
They're going to tin. So yeah, we're going to play around with those. Hopefully, we want to try and get a full season run within the closed beta. So hopefully, sometime in the next kind of 4 to 6 weeks, we'll let the season run for. We've got full control over the amount of time that the stages run for. So we'll be playing around with that to see what's best for the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth mentioning as well that at the end of a season, when you are reset back down to the bottom, because of how the prestige system works, you will still very quickly be playing against players of your own caliber. You won't be getting trounced by people who are in diamond or something. You'll be playing against players of your own caliber, and when that is reflected in the next stage, you will get catapulted back up. So while it is pretty much a hard reset in appearance only, you'll very quickly be against your own people again.
It's an important feature for us as well, because we want to make sure that everyone can get a chance to get to the top of the leaderboards, because we know, like, obviously in RuneScape, hitting the top of the leaderboards is a numerical challenge, but you're not going to get the fame from it as much as you would have done years ago. So we wanted to make sure that it was something that was ever changing, and you could always have a chance at getting and winning a season, winning a stage.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Couple more questions here. Sorry, trying to find the ones that we need to answer the most. How is...
Tin League confirmed.
Tin League confirmed. So we've got a winner for the Morvan giveaway.
Wood
Morvan
League.
one, so it's Brasholt. So well done to you. You get an hand tap as well.
Yeah.
I like the guy who said bronze, merchant, silver, gold should be the leagues.
That definitely should be the league.
Bronze merchant, nice. So what kind of legend customization is it going to be? Because there's loads of different tabs in the shop. What can we expect from legend customization?
So it's something we've just started to have a look at. At the moment, we're just looking at different potential outfits for the characters. So you'll be able to look at different outfits for the different characters. I don't want to go into too much detail because it's something we want to kind of release and see what people enjoy interacting with. And potentially also looking at different override weapons, things like that as well. So it won't be full customization that you have in RuneScape or full RPG, but it's something we want to give as much customization as we can.
I'm super excited about that as well, because like some of the stuff we have to represent from RuneScape in the game is just stellar. Like, I want to see things like full Torax Raptor and stuff like that. Like, there's just going to be so much cool stuff that comes in, so it's going to be really cool.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
I think we need another giveaway. So as soon as Claire is finished typing in the chat, we'll be giving away to one more person. Maybe spam Raptor in the chat. Easy one. Raptor with a capital R. And we'll go for that. Couple of last questions. So the green token currency, when's that going to be activated for us to be able to buy?
So
the
green token currency, which is Chronicle credits.
Well, can I say when?
Yeah, go for it.
Early 2016.
Whee!
So
Hashtag.
that's our kind of separate currency. That's the real money currency. We will be giving you free, as you've seen through progression. We're giving you free versions of it, but that will be what you buy with real money to purchase packs in a different way. But as we've already said, everything in the game will still be earned. You can earn for free by playing the game. So that'll be something that comes early next year when we add that functionality.
Okay, a couple more in a minute we've got left. Have you any thoughts on adding 2v2 games at some point?
Yeah, so it was we prototyped it last year and it was utter chaos. So it might be something we look at again when everything else has been done and we've explored every gameplay avenue that the game can do. I think at the moment we've got so much to explore with the core mechanics of the cards and the interplay between single players that it will be something that we'd investigate many moons from now. So no early 2016 for that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Maybe early 2017.
Or early 2025
19,
or something like that.
yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did prototype it and it's utter chaos.
Yeah.
Okay. So the winner for the Raptor key giveaway is Devil's Kin. Well done. You get an end cap as well.
Yeah!
Devil's King!
Devil's Kin. And that's the last key we're going to be giving away today. That about wraps it up really. We've gone down now. We've got loads more questions. Sorry I haven't answered them. We'll probably be able to answer them on the forums or on
Yeah, I'm always hanging about.
Twitter or
We're both on
Reddit.
Twitter. We're all four of us are on Twitter. So you have more questions,
yeah.
tweet them away, and we will answer.
We'll try to answer them.
So get your ranks up before we do the bracket change.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be happening tomorrow. So play tonight as much as you can.
Yeah, get Prestige 51, and you'll end up in gold. So go hard or go home, basically.
And Jim may be online, so maybe some easy wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be playing
Continuous
if
12.
Jim will be
we're
dishing out
free.
acts of kindness.
Yeah,
again,
I'll be giving
so-
you free ranks. So if you see that, Jim, that means you've guaranteed a win.
So he's got this card that actually says acts of kindness on it. You
Yeah.
lets opponent win game.
Yeah, it's in the shape of a big concede button.
Okay, so that wraps this stream up. For those of you who are interested in old school RuneScape, we have a stream this evening, community stream done by Mod Ronan. He's going to be doing a Castle Wars, so if you want to join in, it's
Awesome.
at 9 p.m. GMT UTC. Other than that, we've got a stream tomorrow. Mod Merchant and I, we're going to be doing some net decking and chill.
We're going to be playing some of your decks. So go to rschronicle.com/forum, post your decks up, and there's a pretty good chance that we'll be playing them tomorrow on
So
stream.
yeah, we'll be checking it out tomorrow morning, probably choosing a few decks that we like, playing those on stream, see how they go.
Yep.
Probably get wrecked because we don't know the decks. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.